Welcome to online course on Python basics. Today we will see about lambda function. So we know while defining normal functions we use def keyword in Python, but while defining anonymous function we use lambda keyword. So lambda is a small anonymous function. It can take any number of arguments but can only have one expression. So the syntax is simple. Lambda, the keyword, and then the arguments which we want to pass in this anonymous function, and then the expression. So that expression has to be only one line expression. We cannot make it to longer expressions, more than one line expressions. This is the difference between a normal function where we can make so many expressions, but in lambda function we have to make limit it to one line expressions. So here x is equal to lambda a, this is the argument, and then this is the expression, so it is just multiplying a with 5. So let us take it in our IDE. So this is what we have suppose we want to create a lambda function. So lambda, and then we have to pass the arguments. We can pass as many arguments as we want. So I'm just passing one argument a, and then it must be separated with the colon. So after that colon, expression will come. So I just want to return some value. So a star 5. So it will multiply this argument a by 5, and it is automatically returns that value. In in normal function we have to use return keyword, but in lambda function it automatically returns the value. So now how we can actually execute this function? So there are two ways. First way is inline execution, where we just use pass the argument lambda a colon a star a, and then I'm passing the value 10 for this a argument. It will multiply or return the square of the argument. So let us take it here, and then we will see. So lambda, so if I want to execute it, we'll put it in the parenthesis. Sorry, we need to close it as well, and then we'll pass the argument value for the argument. So suppose I am passing 6, so the 6 will be used for this argument, and it will calculate or it will return that value. 6 star 5 is 30, so it is returning 30. What if I make it to square? So we'll just do this a, and it will return the square of a. So I'm making it to 10, suppose. So this is inline execution. So another way is we can assign the lambda function to a variable and then use that variable to execute this lambda function. So let us take it here. So what we will do here, we have a lambda function, lambda. We'll use the same lambda function, so I'm just using this one, copy, and I'm assigning it to some square, some variable, this one. That's it. Now if we want to execute this lambda function, what we'll do, the square, and then we can pass the argument, so 10, and it will return the square. So it is returning 100. If I pass 9, it will return 81. So it is returning. So we can correlate lambda with normal function when we assign lambda function to a variable. So this is a lambda function. I'm just commenting this line, and I will use a normal def square, and here a, and then return. Since in lambda function the expression, the output of the expression gets automatically returned, but in normal function we have to use return keyword. So a star a. So how it is related? Square, this is the name of this lambda function, anonymous function. So square, and then a is the argument, first argument. So this is a, or we can make it to x, whatever you want, x to x. So this one x is a, this is the only one argument, and then it is returning x star x, or we can pass two arguments a b, and then we'll use this a star b, so it just multiplies two numbers. And same ways we can do like this, and by the way, so if we want to use this square, suppose we want to execute this square 9 comma 5, so it will return 45. Like that we can use square here. So square, but here 10 comma 5, so it will also return 50. So same thing, we can use the same function. So the correlation is just simple. Square, this variable is equivalent to this name of the function, then these are the arguments, and this is the expression, and this gets returned. So that's why we have used return. We cannot put more than one expression in lambda function. So here if we want to return something a is greater than b, so it will return either true or false. So these two lines, it will returning true since 9 is greater than 5, and like that here we have true. So it is very similar. Now the real power of lambda lies when it is used as an anonymous function inside a function. So suppose we want to print a table of any number. So what we will do, we will make a function def table, and we will pass, we want to make a table of a number n, and then we want to print that like this way, like we want to print like this, 10 x1 is equal to 10, 10 x2 is equal to 20, like that we want to print. Is equal to 100. So this is how we want to print. So what we can do, we can use here our anonymous lambda function. So def table n, and we will use here this lambda function. So table, and here we'll use return lambda, and then we'll use another argument a, suppose anything, we can pass anyone, and then a star n. So this it will return. So now by using this we can print table of any number just by using this two lines of code. So suppose we have a the number which we num to which we will get the table of that number. So num int input, enter the number. And then what we will do, we will call that function table. So suppose we have b is equal to, suppose another b, sorry, b is equal to table, and then we will pass this n. So we have a function object b, and which is returning in b, we have a lambda function, because this table function is returning a lambda. So now we can use our for loop. So for I in range, we want to print 1 to 10, so 1 11, 1 to 11, since 11 is not included, so it will go from 1 to 10, and then we will print n comma x comma I comma equal to comma bi. So what this bi is doing, the lambda function b, because b is holding a lambda function, this return lambda function. So b is a lambda function, and within b I'm passing a variable I, which is the argument for this lambda function. So how it works, it works like this way. B is suppose b is equal to table n. So b is equal to table n, I'm just commenting everything into uh, multi-line comment. So b is equal to table n. Now what b is holding, b is holding lambda, b is lambda a colon a star n. So b is holding this one, b is equivalent to, sorry, b is equivalent to this lambda a colon a, where n is now we have this num, we want to pass this num, so we'll use this num here, actually it should be num. So num, so we have to replace this to num. Now how it is calculating the value bi. So when we pass bi, what happens, equals lambda a colon a star num, and then we have I. So this is how, this is a single line execution here. This is how our lambda function is getting executed in each and every loop, every line of this loop. So I'm just making this one, and if we execute this, what will happen, it will print your table. So it is asking the number. So suppose I give it 8. So name n is not defined. Wait, where it is? Okay, this one, print n. It should be num. My bad. So it should be num. So here we have 8. So it is printing all the table, just a single line of statement is printing. So this one is using a lambda function. If we change the number, suppose we want to change this again, we don't need to execute that function again. So suppose we have 12. So it is printing. So one of the foremost common use cases for lambda is in functional programming, and this is a part of functional programming where it allows us to supply function as a parameter to a different function, for example map, filter, reduce, which we will see in my coming videos. If you have any doubt in lambda function, then please do comment in the comment box, and please don't forget to click on like, subscribe and share button. Thank you.